Hey guys, Red here, and it's time for another 5 quick killers tips video. And today's killer, as you might have already guessed, is none other than the Wraith. Now, the Wraith is one of the killers I've put a ton of time into, and one of the killers I got my first rank 1 with a long time ago when I just started playing. I enjoy his stealth kit and his hit and run playstyle. As always, make sure to hit that like and sub button for more future content and to support the channel. Other than that, let's go ahead and get started with the tips. And tip number 1 is pathing. Playing Wraith is a great experience since it allows you to get close to survivors and start the chase without them having a ton of distance. But against decent survivors, they will always be on the lookout, especially after they know they're playing against a Wraith. This means you'll need to be using line of sight blockers like pallets, walls, or even trees to ensure you're as close as possible before initiating the chase. Tip number 2, countering spine chill. When playing stealth killers, spine chill can be a real pain, but there is a simple trick that counters it completely and allows you to get the drop on them. Simply turn your camera so the gen or survivor are not in your vision while sidestepping or backpedaling towards it. This is why in my Wraith gameplay videos you may notice me not looking in the direction I am moving, especially if I suspect spine chill is in play. Tip number 3, keep chases short. As many of you know, I have about a 20-second timer that I like to stick to on any chase. Any longer and I'm going to start to notice them gens flying. As Wraith, you have to have good map coverage and pressure to control the flow of the game. If you start a chase by uncloaking and surprising a survivor, watch where they go. If it's a solid loop with vaults, break chase and pressure somewhere else. If there's a pallet loop, go ahead and make them drop the pallet, break the pallet, then break chase. Or, later in the game, if surrounding pallets have been broken already, feel free to go for that quick down. Tip number 4, predicting survivors' movements. While the Wraith is cloaked, he moves decently faster, and with add-ons he can move incredibly faster. This is great when predicting survivor movement. If they break line of sight, you can change direction and cut them off, or if they are trying to get to a pallet, you can beat them there and body block their path. This can turn a long chase into a very quick one. I would say this is necessary mindset to playing Wraith at high levels. Tip number 5, the standing still mind game. When Wraith stands still, he will go completely invisible. This is not a mechanic that I like to use for camping. While some do use it for that, I prefer to use it when predicting a survivor's route, knowing where they will end up, and then standing in that location until they arrive, as most survivors will believe Wraith is still on them. This is done best early in a chase though. You can also catch out survivors who like to come back to a gen the moment they're not being chased. There's just something satisfying and funny about watching a survivor running into the force field that is your body and slowly realizing that they have indeed made a horrible decision. Well guys, that's all the quick tips I have for you this time. If you have tips that you would like to share with others, let me know. Also, let me know what you thought of these tips. Did any of them help your current playstyle, or is there something you just haven't thought of? And would you like to see me spend more time on these tips and go deeper into them? Overall, I hope everyone enjoyed them, and I hope your Wraith games go amazingly well with plenty of 4Ks. But until next time, I'm Red, and I'm signing off.
Come on.